Well, good morning, fellow conspiracy theorists and cock jerkers. We're going to be looking into another coincidence that happened yesterday, or I guess it's 2 days ago now. This is a story that was put out in Erie County, Pennsylvania. If you don't know where Erie County is, it's an hour and a half south of Buffalo, hour and a half east of Cleveland in northwest Pennsylvania. And I want you to see the coincidence of this, where they said Erie County reports 41 new positive cases of COVID-19, 169 active cases. And they released this story on October 27th. And I want you to see how that's a date with 41 numerology. And the coincidence of it is they said 41 new cases. And what's interesting is the first case of COVID-19 in Erie County was also the same date of the first death of COVID-19 in the state of Pennsylvania, March 18th, which also has a date with 41 numerology. Now, to add to the coincidences, using this conspiracy theory called gematria, you'll notice that the publication that wrote this story, Go Erie, their name sums to 41. So we're going to read a little bit about this deadly killer virus here. So it says Erie County Executive Kathy Dahlkemper and the Erie County Department of Health have announced that there are 41 new positive COVID-19 cases reported in Erie County as of 11:59 p.m. on October 26th. This brings the cumulative total in the county to 2,054 with 54 deaths. There are 1,800 cases and 169 active cases and 33,209 negative test results. That sounds like a real killer virus there, huh? 54 deaths since March 18th, huh? That's a reason we need to lock down the world, guys. 54 deaths. And there's 189 active cases and 33,000 non-active. That's why we need to shut down the world right there. You know what? Hang on a second. I just realized I made a mistake. For all the people who want to drink Joe Biden's bathwater, I need to just give me 1 second. I'm not making this video properly. Okay, that's a lot better. I feel a hell of a lot safer now. Okay, where were we? It says yesterday, October 26th, Erie County reported 19 new positive cases and 144 active cases. That's kind of interesting. COVID-19, 19 new positive cases being compared to 9/11 with the 19 hijackers. Anyway, so there's 169 active cases in Erie County the same day this was written. And Kathleen Dahlkemper's telling us that. And, in the conspiracy theory, Kathleen Dahlkemper's 169. And I noticed that from March 18th to October 27th is 223 days. Novel coronavirus sums to 223. That's also a number that connects to the Synagogue of Satan. The Synagogue of Satan is the name for the false Jews from the book of Revelation in the Bible, the ones who claim to be Jews but are not. But again, that's just hocus pocus nonsense. I know this is the dumbest thing you've ever heard, but bear with me. We're only tipping the iceberg. So Masonic is also 223. 223, that's the 48th prime number. I know that's a conspiracy theory, but, And I notice how Dahlkemper's 48, like quarantine, like Illuminati, hocus pocus. So again, from March 18th to October 26th, the day that they said there were 169 active cases, I noticed that was 222 days, like Wuhan coronavirus, like Order Out of Chaos, like Event 201, like New York, like World Economic Forum. And don't forget the date that the first case of COVID-19 was found in the United States was January 21st, and that was Donald Trump's 222nd day of his age, bragging about world trade at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland. And then from September 11th, 2001 to March 11th, 2020, the day the global pandemic was announced, was exactly 222 months. So again, that's all just a coincidence and conspiracy theory. You don't want to buy into that. Remember on 9/11, they told you Flight 77 hit the 77-foot tall Pentagon 77 minutes after taking off on the 77th meridian west, traveling 777 feet per second. They also told you a man in a cave took down a multi-billion-dollar defense system, and that's definitely a believable story. That's why you always want to pay attention to the mainstream media. So again, they said there were 54 total deaths and 144 active cases. And there's a group of people out there, I can't remember who the hell they are, but I know they love the number 144 and 54. I seemingly talk about it in every video I make. Again, Erie County, when you use this full reduction cipher that clearly has no relevance, it also sums to 54. And I notice Kathy Dahlkemper, her name sums to 158. That was the date that these people right here were recognized by Rome and created. And of course, Freemasonry is 158. And this group of people, they're a part of Freemasonry. That's the date with 76 numerology. And I notice her name sums to 76. October 27th, that's the day leaving 65 days left in the year, like how Kathy's 65, pandemic 65. George Floyd, that was another, conspiracy theory that happened. I can't think of why George Floyd, what relevance that has with anything. And I noticed as well, this is also Melinda Gates' birthday. And in light of October 27th being the day that leaves 65 days left in the year, don't forget that the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, they were the one that co-hosted Event 201, where they said 65 million people would die over 18 months. The word pandemic, 65. Event 201 was on Melinda Gates' 65th day of her age. Bill and Melinda Gates were married 65 days after Bill Gates' birthday. Then on March 5th, the 65th day of the year, they reported 65,000 cases in the United States. That's all conspiracy theory, though. And then, of course, I noticed that Erie has a similar gematria as virus and China and God. They're not trying to play God over the masses, guys. This is all just conspiracy theory. Okay, you want to wear these masks to stay healthy because, people like Kathy Dahlkemper are telling you to. So I noticed Erie County, they were established April 18th. Interesting, they have the 814 area code because that's not a re-scrambling of these numbers. So I noticed from April 18th to October 26th is a span of 191 days. And, well, the other name for that hocus pocus group I mentioned earlier sums to 191 here. Again, there's a whole lot of coincidences here. So here's this woman, Kathy Dahlkemper. She looks every bit as attractive as Melinda Gates does. Those are two very beautiful women. Let me tell you something. If you held up a picture of Ariana Grande and a picture of these two women, I'd have a hard time telling you which one's more beautiful. Oh, one more thing. With these conspiracy theorists, I have a Patreon page where I talk about a lot of these coincidences and a lot of this stupidity that helps people make a lot of money. So if you guys are interested in signing up for that, that conspiracy theory will be linked in the description. Everybody be sure to take it easy. Be safe out there. I'm going to go to McDonald's and order myself some fast food instead of eating a bunch of vegetables and exercising after this, because that would be unsafe. Also, don't forget, if you smoke, make sure to smoke with the windows rolled up in your car. And don't you assholes dare touch marijuana. Okay, because marijuana is illegal and there's a reason they lock you in jail. It might help you feel better. It might help you sleep. There's no benefit to that, okay? Keep smoking cigarettes. Cigarettes have things like nail polish remover, cyanide. They're very healthy for you. That's why cigarettes are legal and marijuana isn't, okay? All right, guys, until next time.